All right, we are raring to go. Welcome everybody to Monday Meetup. I am Laura Lee Roberts with Offerings of Wonder by Laura Lee. I'm located in Louisville, Kentucky. I'm so excited to see all these people. I see more people jumping on. So great to see you guys. Today I'm going to teach the technique of a Japanese twill. And I didn't send out materials or anything this time because I really just wanted this one to be a learn the technique. And a Japanese twill is really I'm gonna read something here. It's also known as a Japanese diamond weave or Japanese twill or Japanese weave. So all of those are the same thing. But it ends up giving you this diamond look, and we'll show that in just a second, a little up close. It's used in Japanese basketry a lot, and it's a really a sturdy weave, and so it's just something to know about it. So, all right. So with that, I am going to go ahead and take control of your screens. For people who haven't used Zoom before, don't know it, don't freak out when all of a sudden I'm going to get big. I should have become big on your screen. All right, so these are two examples of Japanese. This is a kit I have called Enchanting Sparkle Jar. So hopefully you can see wait, let's see if we can do this. You can see kind of like the diamond shapes in there, and then you can see the X's, and then you also get these cool lines that go through with it. So this is a pattern that is other than just getting started, it is all Japanese weave. So you can do a Japanese weave for a whole basket. What I'm going to show you today, though, we're going to weave on I just started a basket, and I'm going to show you how you can just do a band of Japanese weave as well. So to get started, the Japanese weave consists of three pieces. You need three weavers to do this weave. So in the case of these, I have one piece of cane that is going straight across, and I got the two pieces of plastic lace that are crisscrossing. So for purposes of the demo, let me get my table view here. We're going to go to the table. There we go. All right. I'm going to use three pieces that are three different colors so that it will be hopefully it'll make more sense. And I'm going to just throw these guys in the water, let them get a little wet while we get going here. And then what we need to do with the camera. All right, let's pull this up. Woo. So I started a basket. This is just we're going to make some adjustments here. There. There we go. Okay, so you guys can see, and then we'll come down. Okay, so I just grabbed a base, twined around the bottom, and then I just started using some of my leftover pieces and just wove up a little bit to do this. So to do this, get out there for a second. To do this Japanese weave, you can see, I'm going to come up really close. There we go. The X's alternate on the spokes. So every other spoke, they're on a different spoke. Okay. You may have seen something like this called a cross stitch. If you've seen that on baskets, and that is when you actually stack the X's all on the same spoke. So that's called the cross stitch. And then all the X's end up on the same spoke, so you get this line of X's going up your basket. The Japanese weave, they are alternating, and they give you these little diamond shapes in between. Okay, so to get the alternating X's, on the different ones, you need to have an odd number of spokes. So that's the first thing you need to know if you want to do this. You need an odd number of spokes to get the weave to go on every other one. If you want the weave to stack on, to be on top of each other, then in the cross stitch, then you would have an even number of spokes. So that's the first thing. Second thing is, to do this weave, you need 3 pieces of material. So in this case, they're all about the same size, same width, but they don't have to be. And so what I'm going to do is show it to you with towel. Let me grab my towel. Okay. Yeah. There we go. All right, sorry about that. All right, so I'm going to use my main piece that is going to be black, and this is a black, let me think. I think this is perfect. Yeah. My spokes are 5/8 and this is a 5/8. You don't want this to be any larger than your spokes, but it can be smaller. And then I'm going to use round reed to do the X's, just to show you how it can look differently with different materials. So, all right. Are you ready? Yay. Okay. Yeah. All right. So let me get this and be good visually. All right. Grab some clips. And we're going to get started. All right. So whatever your middle piece is, let me show you on this one again. So in this case, it's the cane that's going straight across. So whatever that is going to be, it's usually the first thing that I put in. So normally if I was doing this, because it's a continuous weave, I would taper this. So that when we come around again, we won't, you won't have that big bump up. But for purposes of just teaching it today, I'm not gonna taper it, but that normally you would taper this beginning, just like you would any continuous weave basket to do that. So first thing, I put it in, I just started it here and under this next spoke. And then I'm going to take my 2 pieces. So whatever you're going to use for your X, and in this case, I've got a red and a yellow. So as we're talking through this, we can talk through it. And I'm going to just put these in so that there is one below my black and one above my black. And just for now, I'm going to leave these long, and I'm just going to stick a clip over here so that just to keep everything out of the way and boom, boom, boom. Okay. So that is your start. Your start is you have your middle piece and you can put it under your first spoke. That's actually going to be our first step. And then you're going to have the 2 pieces that you're going to make your X with, one above and one below in that same space. Okay. So the first step when you weave this Japanese weave is you take whichever piece is going to be going just straight across, and it's always going to be just going over, under, over, under, over, under. So I've already brought it under this spoke. So now we are ready to make our X. So to make our X, we're going to take the one that was on top of the black, this one, and it needs to come down to make the first part of our X. And it's over this spoke, so it has to go under this spoke, but it needs to stay at the bottom of the black. So to do that, you can kind of it needs to go like kind of under. And you see, I'm going to do that slow. And then it goes behind the spoke. And then you come down. Let me come up nice and close so you can see that. That's the trickiest part of doing this weave. So we're going to do it a few times. We're going to do that. To finish your weave, you're going to take the piece that you had on the bottom. For me, it's this yellow piece. It's going to cross over to finish the X. And because it's on top of the spoke, it has to go behind the spoke. And then you have your X. So if you, I'm going to say this a lot of different ways. So hopefully something kind of clicks in and it will kind of go, oh, okay. So everything is always over under, right? Just over, under, over, under. Your middle piece is literally over, under, just straight across. Your pieces that you make your X with are still over, under. It's just they're going to go on an angle. And when we do that first X, it's got to kind of sneak under there and end up below. So they're always going to trade places. So what was on top here now becomes the bottom. So bottom becomes the top. Okay. So we're going to do it again. So first thing you do is your middle piece. It was over. So it's going to go under the next spoke. So that's step one. Step two, you're going to make the first part of your X. You're going to start with the top piece, going to come down to make your X, and then it's got to go behind this spoke, but under, it needs to stay underneath. So you're got to kind of slip it underneath and go there. Now, if that's hard to do, you can actually just pull that back. Maybe pull this back again. Whoop. You can pull it back and then just put that there and let it go. That step is the hardest step. Then to finish your X, again, you're finishing your X. It's going over this one and under that one. That's it. All right, we're going to do it again. Your middle piece always goes first. So it's going under that next one. The one that's on top is going to cross down. It needs to go behind the spoke. So if you want to, you can lift this to get it out of the way and go behind. Yeah. Let it come back. And then you finish your X. It was over this spoke, so it goes behind this spoke. All right. What do you guys think? Is that making sense? Let me come off of, let me remove the spotlight for a second. I'm just gonna do, so I get some thumbs up or head shakes or, yeah? Yeah. Okay. All right, excellent. All right, let's go back. I'm gonna do a few more. So the middle piece goes first. Top piece comes down to make that first part of your X. I'm going to kind of lift this guy up a little bit so I can get behind this next spoke. And then we're going to push it down. All right. And then you're going to finish your X and you're going to go behind. And that's it. That's it. So, when you do this and you have an odd number, well, let me see. All right. I'm going to do a few, I'm going to say it. So we go behind, we do the top part of our X, behind that next spoke and come down. Now I'll tell you, when you're working this on a basket, Your middle piece is really what's going to help you keep tension in your basket and is the most important piece for the shaping of your basket. The crisscrosses are, they're going to support, and and I said at the beginning, this Japanese weave is a really, it's a strong weave on your basket. It's a nice sturdy weave. It's gonna support it, but it's not gonna do much with the shaping. The shaping's gonna be impacted by whatever your middle one. So in this case, this one's bigger, so that makes sense. But even on these, even when you're using all like the same size, like in this case, the cane is what really is keeping these spokes. This is on a jar. Inside there is on a jar, but the cane is what really keeps it tight against the jar. The plastic lace is more decorative. It's just kind of holding things in place, but the piece that's going across is really what's going to what I say, it's going to really be the piece that is going to make a difference for your shaping of your basket. All right, I'm going to keep doing a few more just so you guys can see kind of my hands going. I'm just kind of making that go. Doing that. Turn. And I think I'm going to, I probably should have tapered that beginning so I could show you guys, but we're just going to go for it. I'm going to get all the way around because what I want to show you is when you have an odd number of spokes, I said your X's will end up on the opposite spokes going up. So let's get this. Ding, ba, ding. Ding, ba, ding. I'm going to I'm just gonna paper this a little bit so that we can actually go up. So it'll be quite so big. All right. So in the very beginning, I just put a clip on these guys to hold it. But when you are actually weaving, depending what you're weaving, everything should stay to the inside of your basket. Because it's a continuous weave, you don't have anything to overlap. That makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. Great. I'm just going to kind of leave all these guys in there for now. All right, so let's see there. Come top to bottom. Find that next spoke. That's the step most people have the hardest time with when they do this, is this kind of lifting this up and making this go from the top to the bottom of whatever your center is. Okay. All right, so we're getting back to the beginning. Let's go here. And now get our top to bottom there. Our top to bottom there. All right, so now this is, oops. See. Okay, so now we're going again top to bottom. Find top to bottom here. So now you can see we were on this spoke here, and now we're on this spoke here. Let me do another one so you can really see. So when you have an odd number of spokes, so again, top to bottom, and then behind that next one, top to bottom to top, and behind that next one. Okay, so now you can start to see. I did this with really big because I wanted, for doing the demo, I thought it would be easier to see. So I don't have my couldn't find my sleigh sample, but I have a sleigh that I do where I just put one row, I think it just has one row of this Japanese weave in it. So you can just do one row just to add, you know, let me come over here. Let's say you just wanted to have one row in, and then you could go back to weaving whatever you wanted to do, just to give it, you know, break it up. You can do, oops, almost dropped it on the floor. You can do a whole basket. There we go. A whole basket with that weave, and then you get that whole whole effect. Or you could do you know, a few rows. That really is the demo. I thought I'd try to keep it short and sweet today, just show it, give you some ideas. So let's talk about different materials that you can use. So in this case, I was using cane and plastic lace. Okay. In this, we used flat. Happens to be 5/8 flat, but flat in the center, and round reed, and part of my scraps, it looks like number 3 and number 4. So you can use round reed. You can do this with let's see if I can grab a piece. Do I have a piece of this here? I was looking to see if I had, oh, I do. All right, let me get the sweat. Just because I want to show you, you can do a lot of different things. So I cut this in half. And just cut these guys. All right. This is some flat oval. So you could use flat oval. This is just going to be, let's see. So we'll put that there. Stick these guys in. This is again how you do your beginning, but I just want to show you guys. So same thing, top to bottom, and you go behind, and you come down, and then bottom to top, same video. So as long as your material is flexible, that's a little bit hard to see, the maroon and the other, that's a little bit better to do that. You can mix and match and get a whole different look. So let me just do a couple of these so you can there. Okay. So you can see what it looks like with round reed. You can see what it looks like with flat oval. You can see what it looks like with plastic lace and cane. So you can really use the technique and change your materials, and just have fun with it. Just have fun with it. All right, so let me see. Any questions? Take the spotlight off for a minute so I can see everybody. Anybody have questions? If you do, just come off of mute. Let's see. Hey, Peggy. I said Peggy here from Florida. Excellent. Ivy, I see some new people have joined up. Oh, lots of people on today. Excellent. Ernestine, Judith, Evelyn, Tracy. Hello, Denise. Hey. Good to see everybody. Okay, any questions? You ready to try it? Get out there and try it. Just thinking about material, like how much material that you need. I'm gonna make me big again. So how much material you need as you're figuring out for your baskets. The piece that's going across the middle, across the middle is just like you would measure like for any basket. So it's just over under. So pretty much just that. The pieces that are going across take just a little bit more than just it would going around. So you kind of got to play with that and take a look at that. What else? What else did I want to tell you about it? It's really fun to experiment. Yeah, I said, if you have an even number of spokes, then when you, came around to like for this piece where it's over under, you would just, tuck this middle piece in like you're ending the row normally. And then, you can carry your X's, kind of just carry them from the inside up to the next row and then start again. If anybody's done my sleigh base does have 2 rows now that I'm thinking about it, because you do have to carry, might have 3 rows. But that is the technique. So for those of you who haven't been with us before, welcome, welcome. I do something every Monday. Sometimes it's a technique like this, sometimes it's a little project. But then at the end, I like to have people do a show and tell. So does anybody we just like to see what people are working on, hopefully inspire people. So Peggy, yes, I see your finger up.
If you start off with an even number of spokes, like you're twining the base,
Yeah.
can you cut one of the spokes to go to, would it show that much difference?
As much as it shows for any basket.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. You could either cut one or you could add one in, like do your twining along the base, and then just add one in and like taper the spoke at the bottom so that, so as it comes, it won't be so tight down here at the bottom when you first start, and then you can add it up. Good question. Trying to poke me in the face. All right. Other questions? Or does anybody have anything for show and tell? Oh, it's a quiet week. All right. All right. I don't have anything. Oh, does somebody have something?
This is my first time here. This is something I'm working on now. I happen to have it in the back. It's a rib basket.
Yeah, let me make you bigger so people can see. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful.
So,
Oh, you're
ta-da!
doing an excellent job. Very nice. Very nice. We like to inspire everybody, right? See what everybody's working on. Nancy. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. Let me get that bigger. Look at that. Oh, she's gonna come off and mute. There we go.
A Dollar Tree ornament.
Yeah. And then you wrote, lift them a little. Oh, beautiful. Is that Laura's? Is that Laura's cat?
Yes. Yeah.
Laura Lawrence. She
And
shares
they
it on
sell
the
like
Facebook group.
hotcakes at the shows.
Yes. Adorable. Look how cute. I love your did you sew the scarf?
Pardon?
Did you sew the scarf?
No, it's just cut flannel with raveled edges.
Beautiful. Looks cute. Anybody else making those?
It's just
Good job, Nancy. Oops. Wait, let me make it. Oh, look at how cute. So just flannel.
Yeah.
It looks adorable.
Stitching, no stitching.
Love it. Well, thank you for sharing. All right. Anybody else have anything they want to share? I was gonna say, I don't have anything to share this week. We had a 2-day event in Taylorsville, Kentucky, Friday and Saturday, called the Basket Bonanza, that I was teaching at, and then turning right around and Wednesday heading up to Xenia, Ohio, to teach at the Fall Heritage. So all my stuff has been doing kits and getting ready. I don't have anything to share this week. All right. Anybody else? Did I miss anybody? I'm just trying to look. Carol, do you have something? No? Okay. I thought I saw your hand. Okay. All right. Well, that's it then for today. We'll keep it short and sweet. Thank you guys for jumping on. I said if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, it's Offerings of Wonder by Laura Lee. It has all the recordings from the Monday meetups that we've been doing over the last couple of years. So there's lots of little things out there. I said we did the bows last week. If you missed it, we did these little bows that were fun, woven bows. We've done butterflies. We've done little tobacco baskets. I've done gift card baskets, flowers, different handle wraps. So there's all kinds of stuff out there. Go and take a look, subscribe. I think I looked yesterday. I was at 388 subscribers. So my goal is to get to 500. So if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe and share. If you see something that you think somebody would like, please share it. It's this is my way of giving back to the basket weaving community. So it's just a good way for me to stay humble and share. So if there's something that you'd like to see, you're welcome to, message me, email me, whatever way works for you. And let me know if you want to see something we can do on a Monday. And other than that, I will let you guys go. I hope you have a fabulous week. Happy weaving. And if you use this technique, take a picture and tag me so I can see what you're doing with it. Okay? All right. You guys
Thanks
have
for
a great week.
sharing.